Okay, so I definitely made more bullets before ending the last stream. I have plenty. Yeah, so I'm likely just going to stick to using the gun to fight Baroness 6 more times when I go and do that. It's probably just going to be likely sticking with the gun there. So of course I could still just go straight back to Baroness straight away and continue working on fighting her some more if I want. I mean, or alternatively I can go fight another boss if I want. But I didn't really even leave myself with that many targets. This is pretty much all we have left to do. And yes, this is a set of 5 boss fights. These are like the 5 bosses. You fight one after another in Dystopia, so this is technically like one boss fight. So yeah, I have like 4 bosses left to just get gold statues of. I'm halfway there with P5, a third of the way there with Baroness. This is still likely going to be by far the biggest pain in the ass, just to complete the gold set. I guess I'm just gonna go after Baroness, perhaps. I'm still doing pretty good for runes. And then again, it's not like Baroness could really put me in any sort of danger, especially if I'm wearing full explosive armor. It's not like she could severely incapacitate me. So I'll just head back to the Baroness Arena and continue just working on getting that gold statue. So of course I now have to just run back. Oh, there's Baroness Arena over here. I'm gonna go run over onto this one instead. This is actually closer to my exit portal than the other one I was about to run to, so let's go and fight her here instead. This way I have like a bit less running around to do. So I'm gonna fight her here. Okay, I'm supposed to be on top of the arena. Maybe because I can't teleport onto glass blocks, I don't know. So I'm gonna quickly just replace the coordinates in my notes with these ones for the Baroness Arena. Because I had some coordinates written down that were actually further from my exit portal than here. So in other words, I had minus 599484 written down prior. I'm gonna replace that with 260 and minus 22. Now I'm going to just switch out to my explosive armor set. Should be in here. Could maybe also opt to put on a piece of sharp shot, I don't know. I mean, even if I don't put on the entire explosive armor set, if I have like 3 pieces, that's 45% explosive damage that gets just outright blocked. So that's almost half the explosive damage already reduced, so it would have to be a particularly nasty explosion to really put myself in any sort of danger. You would have to do something particularly bad, quite frankly. And with this helmet on, I can just get in a bit of extra gun damage as well. So I think we are actually going to try that. Now, of course, I need to take out a bunch of bullets. I don't think I'm going to get, like, one shot. I don't think that's going to be able to one-shot kill me with Baron Bombs. Alright, so... first things first, can I just get the Rosedons out of my offhand, because I don't want these in there. Okay. Good. First things first, let me get those out of my offhand. Yeah, I remember, like, one of the Baron Bombs doing a shit ton of damage last time I fought Baroness, and, well, when I fought her back in version 3.1.2, when you couldn't actually fight her legitimately in survival. Yeah, one of her Baron Bombs did a shit ton of damage when it blew up on me. In fact, like, 3 of us actually went to go and fight her together. This was on a special live stream where I actually opened up a server, copying my world over to it. So we just brought a bunch of our best gear to Baroness, me, Physicist, and Coupon Code specifically. I actually died because, yeah, like, one of her Baron Bombs did a shit ton of damage and I had no explosion protection whatsoever. Hence why I was just always so nervous to wear anything but explosive armor to this fight. I don't know if the bombs still do a stupid amount of damage if they blow up on top of you. That's if they explode on top of you, though. If I'm nowhere near them, then I probably don't have to worry. I'm not even close, and it's probably not going to be an issue whatsoever. Especially since I do still have 3 explosive armor pieces on. Yeah, it would certainly be a bit easier to dodge the projectiles if she didn't keep on jumping around everywhere. Sometimes directly on top of you as well. Yeah, these explosives are, anyways, easy enough to dodge. Right, she's over there. Yeah, I think I'm going to be perfectly fine, even with just 3 explosive armor pieces on, as opposed to the full set. Well, the Sealord diving helmet just sorta counts. Yeah, like, not even really a scratch there. Yeah, I wonder if I'm also going to be fine just simply fighting Candor with 2 or 3 explosive armor pieces and the rest Zargonite. I mean, that I'm also curious to see if that could also work out. So still, like, some protection from explosions, just in case maybe they are really powerful ones from, yeah, Candor. And then the rest will be Zargonite armor pieces, just to do magic damage faster. Yeah, I don't think the Baron Bombs do a shit ton of damage anymore, most likely. Yeah, then again, just in general, like, late game armor's gotten a lot better. Yeah, I ran right into that and nowhere near close to dying. Yeah, but if I had, like, no explosion protection, I think I might take, like, a little under double that damage, most likely. At least I think I would take that much damage. Okay, let's actually make sure she doesn't die, like, right on top of those Baron Bombs, otherwise I'm just gonna lose my loot completely. Otherwise, I'll just completely lose the statue drop, and that'll really just defeat the purpose of why I'm doing this in the first place. Alright, so those are already, like, at about like 1/3 their maximum durability. Maybe closer to a quarter of their maximum durability, so it's running kind of low. So I'm definitely going to stop to just go and repair these before doing another fight, for sure. Definitely will stop to do some quick fixing. Or I can just go and replace these with the sharp shot boots. And just give myself only 30% explosion damage resistance. And still probably be likely very safe for the most part. They'll still probably be extremely safe. But I would definitely want to repair these still, also. Definitely first things first, should repair like both of these a bit, just to be safe. Alright, so we're going to try this and see how this goes. Yeah, we'll actually try that, see how it goes, actually. Don't feel like this can totally backfire. Alright, so I have everything I want in my inventory, okay. I don't feel like this can totally blow up in my face, no pun intended. Yeah, just so I can get off extra damage with the gun, I'll put on another piece of sharp shot. And of course I will still definitely try my best to stay away from all these bombs. Just because that's damage I don't even really need to take in the first place. Yeah, I think even with only 30% explosion damage resistance, I'm gonna survive pretty easily. Okay, now, can she stop just jumping all over the place? I need to just get her, like, to stay still for long enough so I can just get some easy hits on her. But she keeps jumping directly on top of me, making it very hard to actually dodge those attacks of hers. And then that's when the shield goes. Every time she hits me, a shield goes up. And I have to wait for it to go down again. And sometimes by the time it has gone down, she just jumps on top of me again and hits me, being almost impossible to dodge, and then I gotta wait for the invincibility to run out again. Sometimes if I'm just really not lucky, there's not much I can do, period, to get a quick kill against her. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna opt to teleport to get even further away from her, making it even harder for her to just jump directly on top of me to hit me. Of course, this does make aiming the gun actually hitting her a bit more challenging, being further away. Oh, right. Okay, she's right next to me again. Now she's literally right on top of me. Yeah, try and just get as far away from her as possible. That would make it harder for her to actually hit me. But she's really good at just closing in the gap between us. Yeah, she can very easily just close in the gap, making it much harder to actually get some distance and just getting damage. Already right on top of me again. Was right on top of me again for a second there. Alright, try and just stay as far away from her as possible. Yeah, even with only 30% damage resistance from explosions, the explosions still don't do that much damage at all. Still definitely not much of a big deal. So I really would have to wonder if I'm going to be perfectly safe taking in only 2 explosive armor pieces to Candor next time. Because then I could just go and replace those with armor pieces that'll actually let me do more damage and thus get faster kills. Right, so I guess I'm not going to get one shot out of nowhere at this point. Yeah, I have to wonder if I was fighting the pre-3.2 Baroness, would I be dead by now from all these explosions? Because these used to do way more damage than what they're doing now, clearly. Yeah, right now I'm barely even getting scratched. Then again, I still do have some explosion resistance, whereas first time I fought her, like, pre-3.2, I didn't go in with any. Fatal mistake, if you ask me. Now, I'm trying to just carefully get this last hit in, but she's not making it easy. Trying to get that last hit in such a way that there's no way that I can possibly have my statues blown up by accident. Okay, looks like I got something unique to drop. Baron Greatblade that can fire grenades if available in inventory when swinging. I both don't have any grenades, and I have a better Greatblade anyways than, well, this one. So yeah, there's also that too. And these are still probably going to be in very good shape, both these armor pieces, because they have mending on them, so they'll get back some of their lost durability in between fights. Simply from just picking up the XP orbs Baroness is going to drop on death. So I don't find I have too much to really worry about at this point. Getting these next 4 kills should really be simple enough at this point. Might be a little more time consuming if I just have a hard time staying away from Baroness, if she keeps on continuously closing in the distance between us, but other than that, should be easy enough. Might take a little longer if I'm not lucky, with just trying to keep the distance from Baroness. Yeah, if I have trouble staying back, then obviously the kills are going to take longer. So it shouldn't be, like, too hard just to survive. Like, that much is a gimme. That much is given already. Yeah, at least we can confirm I'm probably not going to end up dead or anything. Didn't even bother making any speed potions. I said I was going to do that last stream, but I never actually got around to it. And quite frankly, I know I'm not going to need them. They would have made the boss fights go by a bit quicker, but I'm not actually going to outright need them for what I'm doing. Would have made it a bit easier just to stay far from Baroness, but they're definitely not required in any means whatsoever. Like, I know I definitely don't need them. Not sure if I can get back far enough at this rate. Okay, looks like I can definitely get far back enough. Of course, being at a further distance also makes it a bit trickier to just actually aim these bullets and hit with them all. But if I can't even hit her at all, then what's the point? Like, if I can't even do damage, then there's no point in even doing anything, really. So I kind of just have to stay far. Sometimes I really just can't even get off damage at all. Because of that shield mechanic she has. Okay, gonna jump back onto one of the bombs, I see. Almost could have killed her, but shield's back up. Bomb. There we go. Always trying to make sure I just don't risk losing one of these statues after the fight. Because if I'm not careful, that can always happen. Yeah, I think I can just do this 3 more times in one trip, and it won't take too long. Yeah, I think it won't take that much longer to just do this 3 more times. Unless I really just can't stay back and stop getting hit. Come on, please. And now this is happening again where I just literally can't... And I'm... Okay, I'm still in the arena. Alright, still in. Yeah, really trying my damnedest to just stay far away from Baroness, but sometimes it's just not even possible. Sometimes just she always jumps directly on top of me, really just closing out the distance very quickly. Making it near impossible just to block the next hit, or dodge it, or anything. Okay. Let me just stay back here. And also heal up that health I lost. Okay. Come on. I would also definitely like to be able to hit with these bullets, by the way. Being able to hit is also pretty important. Yeah, I seem to miss with a lot of shots still. Missing with a lot of them. Okay, I think I got her down to like about a quarter health left at this point. And now I'm still like not able to get damage in. Alright, there we go. Now I'm getting in damage. Now I'm not anymore. Come on, just a couple more hits, but I can't seem to land them. Can barely even land them at all right now. 2 more hits, but I have to make sure again I don't just lose whatever drops she drops because of those Baron bombs on the ground. Alright, I timed that last shot perfectly. Right, so I now just have to do this 2 more times. Should be easy enough, so we'll just do that. Yeah, we're just gonna do just that. Should be easy enough. Okay, this is honestly getting a little annoying, to say the least. Honestly, this is still nothing compared to fighting Candor. Especially without making any sort of arena, so just go fly wherever it wanted. In addition, only being possible to damage some of the time, and with very specific weapons. What else would just fly around a bunch, so you'd have to kind of chase it too. There's pretty much everything you don't want in the boss, quite frankly. So yeah, I could always just see myself making an arena of sorts for Candor. So I might consider doing that sooner or later. Of course, I'm still gonna finish off the Baroness boss fights, get this kill and then one after, so 1.5 more kills at this point since I already have this one at half health. I'd definitely have her lower if she didn't keep on jumping directly on top of me all the time. Okay, I'm really not getting in there with melee, clearly. Really not easy to get in with melee. I mean, it's doable, but not exactly really quick at all. It's gonna be really slow with her constantly jumping everywhere. It would be way too slow to want to really bother, quite frankly. Yeah, just quite a bit easier to stay away from Baroness. Dodge the projectiles and just shoot back with a gun of some sort. Yeah, this is honestly still quite a bit easier, so I'm gonna just keep on doing this. Oh, right. I mean, I got in a couple hits with the Great Blade, but still. And sometimes I can barely even hit her with the gun because she keeps on just hitting me back, jumping in front of me, putting up shields, you know. All the things. Right, so I'm definitely gonna heal up first and then spawn the next Baroness. Right, so I got like literally one more fight here to do at this point. Yeah, between the projectiles with the knockback, the shield she puts up, jumping around everywhere. Yeah, you really can't do much with melee. Sometimes you just really can't do much, period, because, yeah, she keeps on doing that. I'm just gonna get the Night Guard and the Heat Wave actually next to each other on the hotbar. Might make sense to do that. I mean, it feels like that makes sense to do so. Maybe block off a couple shots with that if I'm quick enough to switch from holding this to the Knight's Guard. Like so. Yeah, if she jumps right on top of me, then I could quickly switch to the Knight's Guard. Otherwise, I'll just be shooting at her from a distance with this. I mean, if she's just gonna jump on top of me, then really the best thing I can do is probably just switch over to Knight's Guard, if I'm fast enough, and then just right-click holding that, and then just block whatever shot she fires at me. Okay, I'm out of runes to use Kaiu's Staff. I'm out of runes, got it. If that means I'm out of energy runes, I'll check. I'll check later if that's what it means. I'll check, like, later if I'm out of energy runes. I think I am. I probably don't have enough energy runes anymore. I mean, I can't use Shire Staff either, so I probably ran out of energy runes, most likely. Not like I really need them that badly for what I'm doing. But still, yeah, I'm out of energy runes right now. So if I want to heal and I have to actually eat something, which takes a bit of time. If I want to get health back, or at least just like prevent like incoming damage or something along the lines of that, I do have to eat something, which takes time. Might not always have 1.6 seconds to eat whatever food I'm trying to eat. So unless I really run low on health, that's still not going to be a problem. And so far, like, I haven't even come close to running short on health. Right, can she stop jumping directly on top of me, like, all the time? I'm literally just getting jumped on now. Like, I'm literally just getting, like, constantly jumped on here. It's ridiculous. Like, what was my luck there? Like, literally constantly getting jumped on. Like, what was my luck? Get jumped on, like, 3-4 times in a row. Maybe even, like, 5. Alright, let's get some health back. I said let's get some health back. And I mean, I ate some steak for a reason. Even then, I'm still not that close to really dying. Of course, I have to wait to be able to eat again. And briefly stop to eat again and maybe take more damage in the process. And even then, I'm still gaining health faster than I'm losing it, so still have nothing to worry about. Just gonna simply make sure I don't go too low on health, and I should be good. I just have to not run too low, then it won't be a problem. I mean, I can still gain health back faster than I can lose it. So yeah, I'm really not gonna have a problem. Alright, so there's the 6 Baroness statues. 6 more, in addition to the 3 I got, like... Well, I got 1 for starters. That was when I was just simply trying to kill one of every boss, so got that first one a while back. Then the other 2 I got last stream, and then I just got, like, the other 6 all in a row. So now I'm just going to run back home again. Now I have to get myself back home. Alright, so yeah, I gotta go northeast specifically to get home. So let's do that right about now. Yeah, let's go. Let's go home. And yeah, that's why I thought I was out of energy runes. Considering Caillou Staff and Shire Staff both use up energy runes, and I couldn't use either one. I mean, it figures as much that that's what I ran out of. And I already see my exit portal, so we're gonna get back pretty quickly. Just like that, we're back home. Alright, there's a gold Baroness statue. Let's add that to the collection. Yeah, we really are getting close now, aren't we? Wow, okay. So this is all that's left. I'm only too certain that's all I got left. I'll double check. Gold Shadow Lord is what's left so far. Gold Primordial 5. And gold Cotton Candor. The rest of these should be gold. And yes, as a matter of fact, they are. Yeah, I got Gold Smash and Gold Corliss statues a while ago. I knew those were going to be easy. Yep. I really am in the home stretch now, aren't I? Yeah, I might still want to go for Cotton Candor sooner or later, just see exactly what I'm going to be in for. Considering I'll be fighting that 8 more times. Then again, I can maybe just get this complete first things first, since I'm already halfway there to getting that done. So, I'm gonna just go and get... Okay, those are Zargonite armor pieces. So, Battleborn boots and night vision goggles I'm gonna get pulled out. And I think the rest will be speed armor. I'll fight Primordial 5 with this armor set, perhaps. This should have plenty of XP bottles. Then I guess these will also go in here, perhaps. Yeah, just making sure everything is indeed in order here. That plus I'm also going to get more runes. I think I can also put this away, most likely. I don't think I'll be using it much anymore. Not sure how much more I'm going to be using this. I'll just put it away. That has low durability, only 400. I mean, good thing I got him breaking 3 on it. Thought I was maybe going to have a bit more durability than that. Okay. This in comparison has like 1,210, 1,180, 1,200, and suddenly 400 durability on this. Maybe because this can deal a lot of damage, especially if you're really lucky. Maybe, I don't know if that explains the low durability. Maybe. I don't think I'll be using that against the Primordial 5, most likely. Oh, Extreme Wreck, hi. Of course, I just broke another random hole in my floor here. I seem to do that every so often. Right, I will also take these potions with me as well. I mean, I have them, might as well use them. So now I have to run back to another Primordial Shrine. I have to run back to that once more. And also take some of this, let's not forget that. And then we go. So that would mean I would have to run... Yeah, let me get my notes out again. Northwest. I just wanted to look at the exact coordinates. Saw a YouTube video about some demo for a port of Crash Bandicoot, as in the first one. I definitely know what game you're talking about. Onto the original Game Boy. Oh, so the one like before the Game Boy Color. Never owned that as a kid, like the original Game Boy. But I've definitely owned like Crash Bandicoot, like the first one. Oh, so was it actually something recent, the port? So was the port made recently or not? Actually tried to mimic the 3D stages on a Game Boy. Sounds interesting. Alright, so that's a bunch more Crucialisks. I could maybe just kill a couple of these, because I do still want to train up Hunter a bit. Still do also plan to train this up some more as well. I mean, eventually I do plan to just train up all my skills to 100. And this would be like the next best, like, my Hunter mob to go kill currently, given my Hunter level. So what do some of the more recent Game Boy demos do that the Crash Bandicoot one didn't? Okay, so the boss wasn't even animated. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's another Harvester Sword on the floor. I mean, I already have one, and it's already very well enchanted, so I'm not going to bother taking another one. Definitely no point taking another, clearly. Then again, maybe I should only continue this if I have inventory space to pick up all of these tokens. I mean, then again, I could always just cram them in shulker boxes, but I probably would want to empty some of my shulker boxes first. And also empty inventory space. Yeah, but I do plan to just go kill more Crucialisks later. I mean, I guess at first I was actually going to go after a Primordial 5. Said I was going to do that first. Just get those gold statues out of the way. Because I definitely need inventory space to pick those up for sure. Okay, I think right about now I'm starting to get close to the arena I made myself for the Primordial 5. Yeah, I'm definitely in the area. Yep, so this is the spot. So I will want to briefly just empty out my inventory a bit. Because I do need to also have room to pick up the other statues that the Primordials are going to drop. So I think right about now I should be ready to just do the fights. Should be just about ready to just jump right back into those. Right, there we go. Now I can just easily get a safe distance from him, and then it'll be much harder for him to hit me, because I can just kind of stay back pretty easily. I mean, I have 2 pieces of speed armor on, so I can move pretty quickly. Should help with just staying back from this guy. And just simply hitting him. And, like, if he can't hit me, then he can't really gain health back, so... If I can just keep this going, then it should be a really easy fight here, against Kajaros at least. Yeah, of course I'm still definitely going to want to switch over to, like, a Knight's Guard, or... Well, I'll switch to the Knight's Guard for Miskel, just to initially get away from him, and then I'll start shooting him with a gun, once I get far away enough that I won't get hit. Yeah, I think right about now I'm switching over to the Great Blade. Pick up my statue, of course. And then Miskel's gonna spawn right where Kajaros died. So now I'm trying to just get a safe distance for Miskel here. And then I'm gonna switch over to the gun and just simply strafe around all the projectiles he fires. And of course just shoot back until he dies. Again, like, once he's low, I'm gonna get back up close with the Knight's Guard and just finish him off with that, so I can still pick up my statue. Also, just put that in my hotbar. Gonna use that as soon as it's time to fight the 3rd and 4th Primordials. Well, 3rd one, and then the 4th one after that. So I'll drop the potion on myself right about now. Then I'm just gonna get in there and finish him off with the Knight's Guard. And pick up my statue as he dies. And now I'm gonna switch over to, fighting Harkos here. Okay, maybe the Kai Staff should have been in my offhand. Oh, let's just get on with the fight, I guess. Okay, let's actually try and do more damage, by the way. Would be nice to do more damage. There we go, that's good. Yeah, because I simply need to deal damage to this guy, and Raxan as fast as possible, so I can actually outrace their healing factors. Because the 3rd and 4th Primordials in this boss rush, they both just gain health automatically without you actually having to get hit by them. Whereas 3 of them, they have to hit you to heal. 2 of them, they simply just regenerate health passively. Kind of requiring you to be fast with your damage per second just to quickly take them down. And this guy, like, periodically just heals like 100 health every once in a while. Well, it's based on random number generators, so if you're lucky, then he won't heal much health. And if you're really unlucky, then you could be fighting this guy longer than for an average fight against them. Like, this guy could take longer to kill if you're really unlucky, with him just constantly healing. Not to mention also have this other thing following me as well. Okay, now I'm kind of getting led away from my arena here. Okay, I'm gonna be right next to this guy when Okazor spawns. I don't want to do that. I gotta find him again. Don't want to be directly on top of this guy as Okazor spawns, because I know Okazor hits really hard. Okay. I think we're good at this point. I think we got this under control. But I have to pick up my statue. And I got these other things on me, just like distracting the hell out of me. Gotta pick up my Raxan statue, but literally can't. Without getting these things off my back first. And I got Dust Striders also following me. So I'm gonna get rid of this so no new Dust Striders show up. Yeah, my statue is on the ground, but this guy's following me, and I can't really just go and stop to pick it up. This guy will probably hit me if I try. I guess I'll pick up both my statues after this fight's over, because he's gonna go down very soon. I mean, we are literally almost done here. Okay, let's pick this up. And then grab the Okazor statue, of course. Another Primordial Staff. I already have one now, so I'm not going to need another. Then again, just realized this should probably be in my offhand. We'll also just use some more Balls of Enchanting to repair these goggles before just doing another fight. Just to go and get some durability back. And I'll just kind of go in and do another fight against these guys. Yeah, so I still have to get 3 more sets of statues. I got 1 more there. Alright, so yeah, the floor's still kind of covered in loot here. I kind of want to get rid of it. I do kind of want to clean this up a bit. That way I don't just... Then again, I don't even really think I need to worry about accidentally picking up random loot anymore. Because any further statue drops I get, they're just going to go, like, stack with the other ones I already have in my inventory. Like, I'm not going to need new inventory spaces for the statue drops at this point, since I now already have, like, 1 of each. Did I play Super Mario as a kid? Of course I did. Of course. Yeah, I'll literally just do this, like, this whole fight 3 more times in a row. And then I'll have another set of gold statues after that, of course. Right, so switch to the Knight's Guard. Get my statue, preferably. Yeah, I said preferably get my statue. Kind of just he's kind of blocking it, though. Alternatively, I could just do this to kill him. No Cella's projectile attacks on my Knight's Guard and just kill him with that. If I want to just save bullets, I could do this also. Yeah. I can see why people think that. Yeah, a lot of these are just way more simple than they could be otherwise, these boss fights. Get my statue. Right, so again, now I kind of have to actually outrace some healing factors. I gotta just try and do damage fast enough. With my Harvester Sword, still should be easy enough. With all kinds of really good enchantments on it, too. So that should be easy enough just to outrace his healing factor. Especially if I can just get a bunch of jump crits in, then it's just gonna let me do damage even faster. That and if the boss doesn't jump around too much. Certainly harder to hit when he's like 10 feet in the air than when he's on the ground and right in front of me. Alright, let's pick up my statue, of course, pick that up, and then go continue to fight this guy. Okay, so this guy also passively heals, but it's more random in how he heals than Harkos, if I hadn't said so already. So far, I haven't even seen him gain any health back, so this could be a really quick kill. Okay, I guess he did actually gain a bit of health back after all. Yeah, I think he only healed like once this whole fight. Okay, never mind, he healed like twice. Yeah, he only healed up like twice that whole fight. Well, funny thing, these fights used to have outright bullcrap mechanics. Two of these guys actually used to teleport directly on top of the player. Also seemingly random as well, so there'd be like little to no time for the player to react to this happening. Yeah, rumor had it that like the current developer of this mod, well, this mod was originally like developed by Zolova, currently being worked on by Skimmy Guy. Rumor had it that like the current developer like actually accidentally made the teleportation abilities of these guys work. Rumor had it these abilities were implemented in older versions of the mod, but the newer developer accidentally made them work. I mean, currently these days, like, those abilities have been removed, thankfully. I mean, we're talking about a different person from the one who's currently working on this mod and developing it, that pretty much added in a bunch of the initial content. Okay, I just realized I'm likely not going to get hit at all if I know what I'm doing, so why am I using the Caillou staff here? If I am not likely to get hit in the first place, why am I using it? And maybe also the Wither. Yeah, I mean, eventually the bosses are all gonna get overhauled. It's gonna happen eventually. I heard skills are gonna come first, and then bosses will get an overhaul. Don't know exactly when, but I've definitely heard conversations about bosses needing an overhaul of some sort. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna, like, involve every boss getting overhauled to some extent. Alright, that just completely missed. Okay, that was a... Okay, now I'm getting hits again. Quite frankly, same here. Yeah, I probably do, like, fight all the bosses, get all the gold boss statues or trophies or whatever again. I'd probably do that again once the bosses get overhauled. And then I'm fighting more interesting boss fights. Yeah, I want to take out a strength potion, quickly. Yeah, I want to take out one of these for myself. I mean, I have them, might as well use them. I'm not just gonna waste those. Because there won't even really be any more bosses to use those strength potions on at this rate. Yeah, the last two bosses I have to get gold statues of, they both fly, so... I don't really think I'll be using melee for Shadow Lord and Cotton Canter, quite frankly. So of course I still have to pick up my statue of Miskal. I'm gonna dump this on myself to give myself strength, so I can just do a bit of extra damage. Yeah, just to be able to kill this guy slightly faster. Yeah, the 1/8 of a second, like, reflex. Or, like, you needing to have that kind of reflex if you were really unlucky entering that boss fight. Yeah, like, that would actually only really be if you're super unlucky upon entering that boss fight. Like, you would have that little time to react, but still, think about it. And that was like, what? That ROM hack was from, like, back in 2012. The 2016 version obviously didn't have any sort of problem like that. I mean, after seeing that Let's Play of mine, like, as in, like, the guy who made the ROM hack, he did see that Let's Play. And remade the ROM hack, and obviously that problem was still not in it. And that problem with the tremor, like, just getting you, like, infinitely stuck until you died, that was removed. Like, that boss was just gone. Yeah, I've played that one too, by the way. No more boss that just gets you, like, infinitely stuck till you die. Okay. That could have been bad. That could have actually been real problematic. Okay, I nearly got myself cornered by Okazor with no means of escaping. Yeah, Okazor deals like 50 damage per hit. Well, I'm playing on hard difficulty, so it's more like 75. If I didn't have the Shire Staff to just teleport out of that corner, I think I could have been dead very likely. That probably could have killed me. Yeah, so I think I was maybe, like, literally a second or two away from just dying there. Okay. Yeah, good thing Shire Staff just teleported me, like, right out of that corner. Now I'm perfectly safe again. Yeah, I don't even think with Kayu's Staff I could have possibly been safe. Because even with, like, my armor on, he's still doing well over 4 hearts of damage per hit. Which just breaks through the entirety of my 4-heart shield, and then some every time he hits me. And with me being stuck in a corner like that, he would have very quickly gotten enough damage, so... yeah, I just kind of put 2 and 2 together there. Yeah, I had that Shire Staff. I wasn't panicking too hard despite being trapped in the corner with Okazor and nowhere to run. Shire Staff just got me out of it, though, by teleporting away from him. Huh, I'm missing a Raxon statue. I'm missing a statue. It was maybe down here or something. Okay, I picked it up. Okay, we got it. Thought I was about to maybe just end up missing a Primordial 5 statue for a second. And specifically of all the boss statues to miss, I was about to miss the Raxon statue. Yeah, because I saw someone else fighting Primordial 5, like, that was when they actually had the ability to teleport, like, right to where you were standing. Yeah, I did see, like, Sweaty fighting these bosses, like, before they got nerfed in 3.2, so they couldn't just teleport everywhere anymore. Well, the 2 that could teleport were nerfed, so they couldn't teleport anymore. And it was honestly just frustrating simply just watching the boss fights, let alone actually trying to do them yourself. With this guy and Okazor just teleporting to right where you're standing, making them almost impossible to just keep a safe distance from. And also just avoid their attacks because, yeah, they literally teleport directly on top of you to hit you sometimes. Even worse still, like the other guy that teleports, he's the guy that was doing like 75 damage earlier. And he had the power to teleport as well, on top of an insane damage output. Yeah, like first time he did that fight, he actually lost the Raxan statue because I think it probably got destroyed in the acid that was dropped from one of the bows he was using. Yeah, I remembered he was using Skydriver bow, and I think one of the statues got destroyed by the acid that bow drops. Yeah, because, like, the acid does a lot of damage to whoever gets stuck in it. This does include the player, by the way. Yeah, it was a pretty good bow and all, but I don't know if it still actually destroys items that land the acid. I mean, I assume, like, back then it did. And I guess that's why he lost the Raxan statue. Well, I'm just doing, like, the same boss fight over and over again for golden boss statues, actually. Of course, as soon as the third primordial spawns in, or just right before, I'm going to drop another strength potion on myself just to do more damage. Yeah, I personally don't want to get, like, stuck in a corner with Okazor again. I just don't really need, like, the stress. Granted, I wasn't too scared, but still. Can't help but feel a little scared in that kind of situation, to be honest. Can't help but find that a little scary, at least. Even with a Shower Staff and the hotbar, I just teleport away from that entirely. Yeah, like, Shower Staff is really not even limited to just teleporting. It's also really good at just letting you clip through walls and ceilings sometimes. Yeah, if you use it just right, you can pretty easily clip through ceilings. Yeah, being able to pass through solid blocks is pretty powerful, not gonna lie. Yeah, passing through walls and ceilings is also, like, really powerful. Yeah, I guess that's just Minecraft teleportation for you. Like, you could also maybe clip through walls and ceilings as well with Ender Pearls. Well, I guess it sort of depends on, like, the exact structures of, like, the walls and ceilings you're trying to clip through. Not just that, a lot of his games felt, like, very, like, similar to one another as well. Like, I see the sort of maze-like structure in pretty much almost all of his levels for, like, a bunch of his games. Never mind, like, the character sprites. Like, you see the maze concept in a lot of his games. Not just, like, the maze-like concept, but, like, the fact that, like, it can loop around right back to where you started the level. That, too. Yeah, they were both mazes that you could also find yourself going in a circle if you weren't paying attention. And you had to go find collectibles throughout the mazes to actually get to, like, a part of the maze that would let you just go to the next level. Yeah, like, the exit in the maze would be locked behind, like, some sort of locked door, and you need to find keys. Yeah, quite a few of his games just followed that sort of structure with most of their levels. Yeah, music I've sort of heard so many times that it probably has to be from the engine itself. Okay, so there we go. That ought to do it. That ought to do it. Well, there we go. Okay. I mean, it's not like he's like buying the assets and then reselling them for a profit or anything. I mean, I don't think the games were ever actually sold or anything. Like, I don't know if the games were sold personally. I don't think they were, but I could be totally wrong on this. Yeah, just like that, if I really want to, I can clip through another ceiling. Yeah, if my face is right in the ceiling and then I use the Shire Staff while facing upwards, then I'll just clip through a ceiling. Yeah, that's basically Minecraft teleportation for you. You can also do some crazy Ender Pearl shenanigans as well. So unsurprisingly, you'd be able to do something very similar with Shire Staff, which is basically just Ender Pearls on a stick. I guess it's also really important to remember he wasn't a professional making these games for some AAA gaming company. There's another Harvester Sword. Again, I don't really need these. I might just quickly get myself to 86 Hunter while I'm here. I mean, I am in the area where I can just kill Crucialisks for Hunter experience. I'm definitely in the area right now. I do suppose I'll also pick this up. A couple skill crystals. I'll take these also while I'm at it. Yeah, that adventure game was interesting. I just wish it would have been explained more as to what was actually going on, because it was really confusing. Couldn't even exactly figure out what was going on. Was really confused while I was playing the game, but it was interesting, to say the least, what he was going for. Yeah, I never did play the original Dragon's Lair, so maybe that's why the reference was sort of lost on me. I mean, I did play Dragon's Lair 3D, there was a GameCube game called that. I don't remember it playing anything like the original Dragon's Lair. I mean, for what I've seen from the original Dragon's Lair and from what I recall as a kid, very vaguely from the 3D version, the games are, like, pretty different in how they play. Well, there's still Dirk the Daring trying to rescue Princess Daphne, but I think that's about, like, all that's similar between those two games. Yeah, I think it was Princess Daphne at least. Unless my memory's really that bad. I'm already halfway there to 86 Hunter, and I've barely spent any time here. Didn't even remember there was an NES version of it, quite frankly. Controls are god-awful, you're saying? Yeah, that's kind of a lot of Crucialisks in here right now. I think I'm looking at least 5 or 6 of them. Granted, I'm still really not that intimidated because... I guess if it really gets bad, I can just teleport out with a Shire Staff. If it gets really bad in here, I can always just teleport out. I mean, I teleported to get in the first place. I can always just teleport right back out. Yeah, there's actually a lot of skill crystals on the ground. I want to pick them up, but literally can't, because all these guys are constantly attacking me. Not going to make it easy to pick them up while I'm under attack, that's for sure. Yeah, let's pick up the skill crystals. There's a lot of them on the floor here. I mean, come on, I can use these. I can use these skill crystals. Come on, let me get these. I can totally use them. Oh, 3 more Crucialisks. Well, I guess at least in this case, I'm gonna get good hunter experience, so I'm constantly fighting these guys non-stop. Even if I'm gonna miss out on some skill crystals. I mean, it's not like I can't get plenty of these from opening lotto totems anyway, so... Even if I miss these, it probably won't be the end of the world. Still trying to pick them up, though, anyways. Yeah, I just didn't think I'd see, like, this many skill crystals dropping off these guys. I mean, they're rare drops. I mean, I had to hit the rare table at least a couple times just to get 3 different types of skill crystals on the floor, maybe even all 4. Yep. All 4 different types of skill crystals dropped. Okay, then that's interesting. Then I'll probably pick back up the tokens once I use these up. Surprisingly, no. Still haven't gotten around to that yet. I guess I'll just use up one of my skill crystals while I can, before I get completely swarmed again. Before I get totally swarmed, that is, and then I can't really use them safely anymore, because I'm getting swarmed by these guys. Alright, 86 Hunter. I'm gonna try and use up the rest of my skill crystals and pick up these tokens on the ground here. But I'm really not making it easy to even do that, because I'm constantly getting swarmed by more and more of these guys. Sometimes I just cannot even seem to kill these guys fast enough. Sometimes it's just not even possible to kill them fast enough. They're that fast and spawning. Sometimes they're really just that quick to spawn in large numbers. And sometimes they really just spawn like that damn quickly. I can't even kill them fast enough. Just trying to get rid of these skill crystals. Trying to just get rid of these. Then I'll try and pick up the tokens once these guys are off my back. I'll pick up the tokens. Except I'm kind of in a corner now. Guess I'll just keep on swinging. Yeah, I can't even kill these guys fast enough just to safely grab these tokens on the ground. There's just that many of them. Bones? Okay, got tokens. Alright, that looks about right. Okay, I think now I'm gonna just get out of here. I'm trying to teleport, but literally can't. Okay, now I'm out. Okay, maybe my game was lagging or something. Maybe it was lagging a bit. Maybe that's why I didn't teleport right away. And then suddenly I have like very few energy runes left, but simply all I need to do now is just run back home, so it shouldn't be a problem. If I literally only need to just run back home, it's not going to be a big deal. That I'm kind of just out of energy runes. Or just about to run short. Do those infinitely spawn if you're near the spawners? Yes, they do. Both good and bad. Good if you can kill them fast enough, or can just reliably kill them in such a way that you don't find yourself in danger of dying. Because the more there are to kill, like the better hunter experience that is. It's certainly annoying if you want to just safely pick up like anything they drop and you don't have inventory space for anything interesting on the ground. Well, there's another cruiseless cage if I want to just keep on killing them, but I'm 86 hunters, so I could actually move on to the next hunter mob in this dimension and go fight that until, like, I think level 90 hunter. That is when I want to go do that. Okay, just out of curiosity, on the way back, I do want to see if I'm maybe going to run into some arc signs. Because they would be my next best target to train hunter on, if I find any. Well, I know they're not in this tower. That was another hunter mob that was in there. Well, I guess I'm going to find my exit portal first if I want to just go in there and leave Dystopia. Just curious to see if there are any Argzynes close by to my exit portal. If I would be able to just very quickly go to that spot and start training hunter there. Yeah, so far I'm not really seeing much else out here. Okay, it was actually sold on store shelves too. Okay, I think I'm just going to be getting back out of Dystopia for now. I think I'll just be leaving. Yeah, my portal is literally just right over here. Yeah, so I'm just going to actually get back out of Dystopia. Oh, and you couldn't save your progress either. That's the next kick in the pants, I suppose. That you couldn't even save. Alright, so let's make 5 gold boss statues. Yeah, so these are also now done. Yeah, we really are in the home stretch. Oh my god, there's only 2 of them left. Oh my god, I have 2 left. Yo. That's almost done now, too. I now almost have one of every gold boss statue. As if fighting every boss once wasn't crazy enough in hardcore. Now let's just take it up a notch and defeat them all 9 times. And even then, there's still these other skills to train if I want to get them all to 100. Even though a lot of that's kind of been done for me already just because of skill crystals existing. Well, I do suppose I have an idea. So I'm going to try something actually real quick. I'm going to try something else. So first things first, I'm going to pull out my shovel wherever I left it, my soulstone shovel. Don't quite remember where I left that. I guess maybe it's in here. Okay, now where did I actually put my soulstone shovel? There it is. I'm actually going to consider trying to gather more sand. So I'll go to a nearby desert for that. I want to try something. I think this might work out. So I need more kinetic runes, of course. Well, don't need, I'm just going to take them out. Probably will use them later, not right now. I'm also going to pull this back out, because leeches soul power from targets. This consumes soul power. So I'm going to definitely pull that back out. Alright, so let's go back to a nearby desert and just dig up more sand. I'm going to try something. Specifically, I'm going to try to make myself an arena in Candyland for Cotton Candor. Or at least just gather materials necessary to make myself an arena. Specifically, I do plan to try and just blow a big hole in Candyland, just put down a bunch of TNT, and then try and make a giant crater. And hopefully that will just build me like some sort of an arena with walls already prepared, then I would just have to put a ceiling. Probably a glass ceiling. And then the floor I would just flatten out, of course, as well. Yeah, so I could just consider trying to make a giant crater that just goes like deep and has walls. Try and just flatten out the floor, maybe also smooth out the walls. Sort of just blow open like a nice wide open chamber. Oh, really? Following you poison mushrooms. Oh, really? Yeah, that does seem pretty cursed. So again, I'm going to use my soulstone shovel here, since as long as I have soul power to use up, I can just double my block drops. So I can just gather blocks faster, which is certainly nice. So I do have to wonder how much TNT this is going to let me make, if this is really going to be feasible. Or if it's going to take a really long time to get as much TNT as I might need to just build myself a nice giant arena. Yeah, the whole point is I just blow a giant hole in Candyland that goes pretty deep. And that will just sort of already have walls included by default. I'd flatten out the floor and put a nice ceiling. Probably would pick glass so light can still get in the arena pretty easily. So yeah, I guess that is sort of my plan right there. Now I'm not going to be doubling block drops because I don't have soul power left. Now I won't be doubling more of them. Yeah, but of course it had its own problems. Alright, let's actually pick up a bunch of this sand right now. Let's go grab it. I mean, yeah, there is sand everywhere. I'd like to pick it up. Alright, so my inventory should be almost full of sand at this point. We'll have to wonder if that's going to be enough to make a lot of TNT. We'll have to see. Of course, I'm not carrying bullets. So now I have these things following me. Now I have to pull out a ranged weapon and just adequately fight them. Guess I'll have to just stop what I'm doing and pull out some bullets just to get these off my back. Still have to kind of drop what I'm doing just to get rid of these things. Otherwise, they're just simply not going to go away. Alright, so is there still another one flying around or no? Okay, it doesn't look like there's another one flying around. At least I don't think so. So I think I'm good to put those back away. I think it's good enough to put them away. I don't think they're still just following me all over. Okay, so I'm almost done just collecting sand. Yeah, we are almost done. Yeah, yikes. Okay, even when I pause the game, these pop-ups are still showing up. Can't even stop these from appearing by pausing. I'll definitely wait for these to go away before doing something actually potentially dangerous. Alright, so now if I want to, I can make a bunch of TNT with this gunpowder and this sand I have. I guess I'll take out some gunpowder right now, see how much TNT this nets me. I was honestly hoping I was going to get more than that. So far I got like 38 TNT from this. Definitely could have used more, to say the least. Yeah, still might actually keep a stack of... Actually, no, I'll just turn all this into TNT. I can always just go foraging for more gunpowder later. I mean, that can always wait. Right, that was good enough for 79 TNT. And I still have all of this extra sand left over that I'll probably just turn into more glass. I guess the rest of this I can make into glass. Yeah, I guess as soon as these pop-ups go away, I'm going to set foot in the Candyland. Drop all this TNT down, and just see how big a hole I can make with 79 TNT. And then eventually I'll work on just sort of flattening out the area. Yeah, as soon as these stop popping up, as soon as these are just done with showing up, I guess I'll light the portal up straight away. And because I really haven't been here in a while, Candyland. And now we're going to go back as soon as these stop just showing up, because this is getting annoying and might distract me. I definitely might find that distracting, so I'd rather just wait for that to subside. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to place down a bunch of TNT, make a huge explosion, see how big that's going to be. I think I'm actually also going to take some glass with me straight away, because I do plan to make a glass ceiling, so I think I'll take some glass right now for that purpose. Pretty sure I don't need night vision goggles in Candyland. It's definitely bright enough there. So I'll switch to Battleborn helmet, put that on. Then I guess I'll just go in. Alright, we're back in Candyland. And yeah, there's the water that just slows you down. Oh yeah, the slowness of water, that's also annoying. And these guys too. Oh, Physis, hi. Long time no see. Even though it's probably only been a couple days, but still. Yeah, I just remember these were also pretty annoying. So I gotta pick where I'm gonna just blow this hole. And then also take into account water. Alright, so let's just go and do something. Let's just go and get something done here. Yeah, I think it's been like 3 days or something, so yeah, when you think about it, it really hasn't been that long. Once you put it into perspective. Probably not that long, actually. I'm gonna assume this goes down all the way to, what, bedrock level, but it's literally just gonna be... Okay, there's no water in here. But it's literally just gonna be all candy dirt, right? And nothing else. So in that case, I'm gonna pull out a shovel again, just so I can get through this a bit faster. Just so I can more quickly get through all the dirt. Yeah, I just decided to pull out the shovel, because if it's really just going to be dirt the whole way down, I should really pull that out and just use that instead. Already going down through Candyland way quicker with this here. Okay, maybe I'll stop using the shovel for a bit. Mainly want to just place some TNT down here. Actually, no. Can I get this back on my hotbar? Take the pickaxe out of it. Right now, one of these blocks is kind of glitchy. Actually, no, I'm gonna take a different shovel. I'm gonna get out a different shovel. Putting this one away. Yeah, let's get a different shovel out. More dirt I want to get rid of. Dirt's now taking up my inventory. Yeah, let's get a different shovel out. Yeah, so I assume this is just going to be like all candy dirt the whole way down, nothing else. So I'm still going to get some TNT blocks placed down right about now. See what kind of a crater I'm going to make with these. I'll try and turn it into some sort of a usable boss arena. And of course, I'm definitely going to make sure I can get out of here, like, before, like, these are actually lit up. I'm going to definitely make sure I can easily get out of this. Yeah, I have to be absolutely certain I can escape. Then again, I think I can just eat Rosinons to easily escape this anyways. I can probably just eat some Rosinons before this blows over. Or blows up, should I say. Yep. And I'll just kind of teleport away from the explosion, too. Okay, so... Okay, something else is shooting at me. Speaking of explosions. Speaking of which... Speaking of explosions... This thing is going to be annoying again. I'll just get rid of it. And then figure out, like, exactly what else we got going on down here. Interesting. How big is that? Interesting. Okay, that's certainly more deep than it is wide. I was hoping I was gonna just make this wider, but it's certainly a lot deeper than it's wide. For damn sure. Yeah, I guess maybe I could possibly fight Cotton Candor in here. Yeah, I was hoping this was going to be, like, more wide than deep, but oh well. That or I could just always come back here with even more gunpowder. And more sand. And try and blow an even bigger hole into this giant, now, cavern here. Yeah, if Candyland doesn't have any caves, I'm gonna go make one myself. I'm gonna go and make a cave. Yeah, let's go make our own underground cavern. And I think I'll likely fight Cotton Candor in this. So I'm also going to place a bunch more blocks down. When modded pre-hard mode bosses should you absolutely kill. I didn't pay too much attention to a bunch of the Calamity bosses at first, quite frankly. I kind of just stuck with the bosses I knew exactly how I was supposed to fight in the first place already. Yeah, up until I got to, like, the post-Moonlord bosses, I was mostly just prioritizing fighting the bosses that were, like, from the vanilla game. Well, Desert Scourge is a pretty easy boss from what I've heard. I know Scourge is one of the easiest bosses. And of course, I'm also going to put a bunch of torches down here. What hard mode bosses do you need to kill? Well, I think it's either Astrum Aureus or Astrum Deuce you have to kill if you want to get access to Astral Lore. In other words, some good equipment for hard mode you could get if you get Astral Lore unlocked. Well, if you kill Cryogen early on in the hard mode, then you can unlock some more really good equipment for early hard mode as well. Okay, so this hole's almost filled up. Okay. I mean, even with 79 TNT, I was already able to make a cave this big, so it's already pretty huge. I mean, that's already a pretty big arena already, quite frankly. And quite frankly, yeah, it doesn't even look half bad, to be honest with you. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little hole in the center like this. And having this hole that... Oh, wow, that actually looks pretty nice. With the light just shining down here. Actually looks surprisingly nice down here. Not gonna lie, this doesn't look half bad with the beam of light just coming down the middle. Kind of looks more beautiful than it has any right to be honest. Yeah, so I'm in Candyland, by the way. And yeah, I just made myself my own little cave here in Candyland, specifically. Yeah, I do plan to fight Cotton Candor down here, so I won't have a ton of room to just fly all over the place. That way I won't have to go chase after the guy explicitly, because on the surface, I would have to go chase after him, because he could kind of just fly off. Yeah, at least down here, you wouldn't really be forced to go explicitly chase after him. Can't really go too many places here. Still think I can maybe expand this out a bit more. But even then, I think it already does kind of look big enough currently. And I also will come back here to place torches as well, just to continue to light this cave up. Even though it does look nice enough already, still hostile mobs can spawn down here. But I don't know how likely it would be they would spawn mid-fight. Yeah, it's really not every day I use this much TNT. And of course, I had a means of getting out as soon as all the TNT was lit. Yeah, I lit one and then just immediately ate some Rosonons to teleport right back to the surface before, like, everything just blew up down here. Yeah, like, right before it blew up, I just ate some Rosonons, teleported out of there. Because obviously I didn't want to get blown up myself. We're not supposed to die. We are not supposed to end up dead here whatsoever. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be enough space to fight Kandor pretty adequately. I'm going to have to take some screenshots of this. I have to take a couple screenshots. It really does look that nice down here. And yeah, like, Debug did send me that boss checklist mod, by the way. Okay, I think I'm done with screenshots. I think that's enough. Alright, now I'm just going to teleport back to the surface again. So that'll make it a bit more enticing to fight Cotton Kandor. If I don't want to have to just chase them all over Candyland, then I don't have to anymore. I never personally bothered with Crabulon. I mean, I don't even think I bothered with that many of the pre-hard mode bosses, personally. I think I just more or less preferred to fight bosses I already fought earlier and thus would be more familiar with. I mean, if you want to get to post-Moonlord very, very quickly, I think you'll probably also very quickly outclass whatever pre-hard mode loot you can get from the pre-hard mode bosses. Depends on what you're looking for. What's next? I don't know, maybe Cotton Kender, or maybe just me taking a break and then just kind of like doing whatever until I stream again. Even then, I do also want to get rid of all of those blocks down there as well. That, and I just realized I don't even need to carry as much glass as I'm carrying anyways. I'll just keep it all down here, whatever. I mean, I did remember fighting Slime God, but I don't remember what it actually dropped. That might have helped me during Wall of Flesh. Yeah, I do remember having fought that boss, though, personally. Like, I don't know if Slime God is absolutely a must, though. Then again, I wonder if any of those bosses are completely mandatory. Or if just killing them would just let you get some very useful ores, and thus, in turn, get some very useful weapons, armor, and other items. You really think I should? Right, so how am I doing for coal? Actually doing very well. I think I'll make a stack of 64 torches and kind of just go place those willy-nilly. And if I need to make more, then I will. Yeah, so this is technically also plenty of space to fight Cotton Candor, but if he flies away from this little area, then there's only so much I can do. Oh, Cherry Barrage just spawned down here. Okay. Rare mob spawn in my little underground cave. Not just any mob, but a rare one, too. Well, somewhat rare. Yeah, I just found a freaking Cherry Barrager of all things spawning down here. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put a bunch of torches down, so there's going to be light not just coming in from up there, but there's going to be light also on the sides of the arena as well. I'll put a torch there, there. Yeah, hopefully I'm not going to get too many more hostiles spawning down here with these extra torches placed. Yeah, not gonna lie, this looks pretty damn nice. And I still have, like, several, like, stacks of dirt blocks. And I do want to get rid of them. And also not accidentally throw away anything that's actually good. Okay, just making sure I don't accidentally toss out something really good into, like, my fire and just lose it permanently. Yeah, I remember Calamity being pretty open-ended in how you can actually progress through it up until post-Moonlord. Like, I don't think those bosses were specifically required to be killed. They would just drop, like, really good weapons and armor that would help you out with fighting future bosses. Wait, it doesn't even drop anything? I thought she dropped at least something for all your troubles. Except you have to kill her, but she doesn't drop anything. Just causes an event to happen. I don't know, maybe he took my advice that Calamitous was hard, because I kinda had trouble with her. We're talking about, like, not, like, Supreme Calamitous, like the super boss. We're not talking about the bonus boss either. Yeah, I was confused, like, Calamitous doesn't drop anything, then what's the point? Honestly, do think this is probably going to be enough space for the fight. This probably has to be enough space to do the fight, most likely. Yeah, so in other words, just better weapons and armor that'll help against future bosses. So killing them is just not necessary, but strongly recommended. Yeah, there's like a just Calamitous, one of the hard mode bosses. And we're not, yeah, like, and not the bonus boss. That probably more immediately comes to mind. Yeah, Sulfur Sea, that I remember. Yeah, one of the ocean biomes becomes Sulphurous Sea. And that's how I get in the Abyss. By the way, if you want a Fire Gauntlet and Calamity, you also have to get some Scoria bars, which you need Scoria ore for, and that's found in the Abyss, so if you want the Fire Gauntlet, you will have to go to the Abyss for it. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty adequately lit, but I'm also going to go for these corners quickly. think I'll also get these corners. Just because I figured these could be like more nicely lit, these corners. I mean, I think there might be a boss you have to fight to maybe do that, if I recall it correctly. Yeah, Aquatic Scourge, I think you have to kill to safely go in the Sulphurous Sea, and thus, I think also, to an extent, the Abyss. Hence why I just strongly recommend you fight some of these bosses. Alright, so I've already cleared myself pretty nice space for Cotton Candor. Then again, I'd also have to check to see how many different types of runes I have lying around before even trying the fight, because it's basically if you run out of runes mid-fight, then you're screwed. Yeah, he said earlier to get to Moonlord as soon as possible. Or post-Moonlord, I should say. Okay, let's not do that. Meant to place this down. Yeah, what if I just went to fight against Candor equipped like this? 2 Zargonite, 2 explosive armor pieces. What if I tried that? Yeah, in that case, you won't have time to necessarily fight all the bosses if you try to just get there as soon as possible. Yeah, he kind of wants to speedrun Calamity in a sense. Or at least up to post-Moonlord. I'm honestly curious to see how this is gonna go, fighting Candor. So I gotta make Treat Bag, of course, and I know I can very easily do that. I can do that like no problem. Don't have to go jump through several hoops to get these anymore. I think I can... Okay, I can eat that, but I think only eating in Candyland is actually going to spawn the boss. Okay, maybe just to be safe. I don't know, maybe I'll put these on also. I mean, I guess I could always just keep the explosive armor on as I spawn in the boss, just to be certain that if there's any lag from spawning the boss, that doesn't possibly get me killed. And if I feel safe enough, I could just switch to the Zargonite armor pieces mid-fight, I don't know. I'm just not exactly open to the idea of risk, I would say. Red Screen of Death, no. I would just say I'm not exactly open to the idea of risk. Alright, that's Wind and Power runes, that's Wind and Wither runes. Red Screen of Death. I don't think I've ever seen that. on the PS2. I don't think I've seen that, surprisingly. Even though I own one. I don't think I've ever seen a red screen of death specifically. That's something that was found recently, right? Anti-piracy screen. Yeah, I'm trying to just make myself as much inventory space as humanly possible because I know I'm going to need it. Yeah, I know bloody well I'm going to need it. Because we're talking about cotton candor here. You can only just damage them with certain types of staves. So I'm taking out runes necessary to use said staves. I guess 4 stacks of storm runes will be enough for now. Really? Running short on poison runes? Okay. Unless I got some more in my basement. Last I checked, I don't. Okay, there's none in my basement. So I'll be kind of limited just how long I can actually use Noxious Staff. I'll be limited by the number of poison runes I have, clearly. So I probably don't want to take, yeah, another stack of storm runes I can just put away. Right, so these are just wind runes I have. I'll take all those out. I'm also taking out some withers. And then some power runes. And then a couple powers. Well, stacks of power runes, I should say. I'll try and also take another stack of wind runes, perhaps. I think I have one lying about. Oh, I have plenty of stacks of wind runes still left. So I have to wonder if I'm actually going to go through the entire double chest of wind runes, or like 2/3 full, just to simply kill Cotton Candor 8 more times. Wonder if I'm actually going to need that many. Alright, we can fire all our staves. Guess I'm good to go here. I guess we're good to at least try this one more time, fighting Cotton Candor here. Yeah, so if I go fight him underground, there's not going to be the stupid water that's going to slow me down, or maybe any other mobs that'll get in the way, or just anything else. It'll just be me and Candor down here, really. Nothing to really get in the way. I'm going to probably get this out of my offhand, though, most likely. But, yeah, where am I going to put it? Okay, I guess I'll just do that. Right, boss is over there. I'm gonna have plenty of room for this fight. Okay, I honestly thought this guy was a lot bigger, but no, I'm gonna have plenty of room. Yeah, this is gonna actually work out much better than I first thought. But what if I just switch armor pieces, maybe, during the fight? Would that be, like, too much of a risk or no? Okay, I switched on to my Zargonite helmet. Yeah, that projectile can still do some damage. So I don't know if I really want to actually go through with this. Giving up explosion resistance. I don't know if I want to go through with that or not. I mean, that would be a little risky, to say the least. Yeah, that does seem quite a bit risky to give up some explosion resistance at this point. Yeah, because a really good hit can just take out a good chunk of my health. And I don't want to take several really good hits either. Yeah, so this is going to kind of just force me to frequently use the Caillou Staff just to stay really safe. It's going to kind of just coerce me into frequently using up this Caillou Staff, just to mitigate a lot of this explosive damage. Admittedly, this is going to be a bit risky. I might want to just switch back to the other helmet. Yeah, that's a good 4 hearts of damage right there. Okay, maybe admittedly not that risky. Unless I just let my health get too low, then I don't think it's going to be that bad. And I don't plan to let my health get super low anyways. I don't plan on it. I guess if it really does get that bad, I can always just teleport out of here anyways with Rosedons if it's really bad. Yeah, I guess if things get really bad, I'll just teleport out with Rosedons. Just teleport straight to the surface, and I don't think this thing will be able to find me. I think it would kind of just be stuck down here. So I will have an out in case things really get bad, I think. Alright, gotta switch to Baron. I'll put that shield back up. Better yet, let me just switch back to this. I'll just switch back to full explosive. That way I won't take any explosion damage on top of the projectile damage. Yeah, so I'm gonna barely suffer any knockback unless I get, like, directly hit by a projectile, and if I keep strafing, I don't think I'm gonna get directly hit, so I think full explosive really is gonna be the way to go here. So kind of just trying to boost magic damage with Zargonite armor pieces is a little risky. I think full explosive is gonna be the way to go for all of this. Yeah, I think he has to hit me directly. For me to take any damage, I have to get hit directly, like so. So as long as I can just move around decently, as long as I have decent strafing abilities and full explosive armor, I don't think this can go wrong in any way, shape, or form. Unless I run out of runes mid-fight and then can't kill this thing. Which would be unfortunate as all hell if that happens. Of course, I still have plenty of runes, so I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, I really do think full explosive is the way to go for this. And also just fighting him down here, not on the surface as well. That's also gonna make things a lot easier. And wait for his feet to turn a color that I can actually hit him with. So red, I can hit him with Baron Staff. Blue, I didn't carry a staff for when his feet turn blue. And I think in that case, the only statue you can damage him with is a Water Staff, which does very little damage, quite frankly, so don't even bother with that one. There's like no better choice when his feet are blue. Green, like, I know Poison and Noxious Staff work when his feet are green. Now they're blue again. White seems to be Wind Staff or Primordial Staff that work. Well, I know Fire Staff works with red feet, Baron Staff also works. I think for this color, it's either Wither or Underworld Staff. I didn't bring either one of those, so in that case, I have to just play the waiting game until his feet turn a different color. Still, I think I have to play the waiting game for a bit. Still waiting. Okay, now I can hit him again. Oh, Volcanic Tie. Oh, now everyone's dropping by. Okay. Okay, he's up there now. At least I can still aim. Okay, my armor's still in fairly good shape, so pretty sure I can close out the kill before I gotta repair this armor for sure. I'm only too certain I can close out this kill without too much trouble. I think I gotta switch to Primordial for this. Okay, back to Noxious. Alright, back to Primordial. Alright, back to Baron. Yeah, I do think we're in the home stretch here. I think we're getting pretty low at this point. But I think of the red screen. I'll probably read all that after I'm done this fight, which is going to be, quite frankly, very soon. Quite frankly, I'm going to be done with this fight very soon, actually. Probably almost dead at this point. Unless he just keeps his feet black and blue for, like, a long time. Yeah, unless he would just frequently cycle between black and blue feet. Then, yeah, he would be dead soon otherwise. Alright, green. So, Noxious Staff, pull that out. But I need to aim it, though. Okay, there we go. Another Cotton Candor statue. And this is pretty much like, these are the runes I have left. I think I went through about half my inventory of runes for just, well, one kill. So I think maybe the lengthy part is just going to be gathering all the runes. So, let's see what you said, just out of curiosity. Wasn't that the guy I beat in my rewind video? Yeah, that was him, alright. And I even decided to fight him on the surface as well. So it made him hard to hit because he could just fly even further away from you if he wanted to. But here he can't fly too far because it's just all enclosed by walls in the ceiling. It looks really dang creepy, the red screen of death. Not to mention the wind in it. So it sounds like hell in a way. So it really gives off this hellish vibe. And I don't think it does so intentionally, right? In what place do you think the red screen of death takes place in? Like, I want to know what you think. I'd have to see it first, actually, that red screen. I'd have to go see it. And I think I'm just going to get myself back home first. Then maybe just, I don't know, prep up for more Cotton Candor fights in later streams. Yeah, because I have like 7 more to go. And if I opt to just keep on fighting him underground in that cavern I made myself, then I think the real lengthy part is just going to be simply getting all the runes that I'm going to need for the fights against Candor. I think a bulk of the fight is probably also going to be just gathering enough runes to take him down 7 more times. I mean, I'm going to need runes. I'll have to hope that's enough wind runes. Well, if I want to keep on using the Noxious Staff, I absolutely 100% have to get more poison runes. May eventually also need more of these too. Also for Noxious Staff. Alright, so for power runes, I think I'm doing okay. Might eventually make more of these as well. But yeah, for Candor, I am most certainly going to be doing all the fights with explosive armor on. I'd be honestly crazy not to. Yeah, from what I've seen, just by taking off one explosive armor piece, I'd be absolutely crazy not to fight him with explosion resistance. Yeah, like, with the full set of this on, I both only take damage when I'm directly hit by a projectile, and, like, there's no knockback unless a projectile directly hits me, so that does also make it like significantly easier to just aim the staff to actually hit Candor in the first place. So I'd honestly be crazy to just not go with full explosion resistance, especially on a hardcore world. So I think this full Zargonite armor set's not going to see that much more use at this point. Right, so I guess I don't have to worry too much about Cotton Candor anymore.